Nice and shit. Oh, hey, there we go. Whoop, a little bit bright in here. Let's fix this light. And this little camera here. There we go. Live TV, everyone. There we go. Good morning. How are we all doing? It is now Thursday, the 17th of December. Wow, that is crazy, guys. We're 8 days away from the big day. I'm excited. All right, we're going to have a traditional little speech at the end because you know me, I always like to end with a little positivity. But for now, I was going to say for today and for now at the same time, and it was for now. For now, we're going to do stretches to the entire body. Obviously, we have a little trouble with the floor stretches, right? Because Santa's workshop's a little busy right now. 'Tis the season, but that's okay. It'll be cleaned up soon. We'll get back at it. But let's start with the whole body here, right? Now, we know them. We've done them many, many times, right? And it's not about always, when it comes to stretching, okay? So exercise, and give you a little bit of a lesson right now. You always heard that you got to mix it up. Your body gets used to this kind of thing, right? What you're doing is you're doing stretches. What they don't want is when you do exercise. So for example, we'll use walking actually. I won't even use curls. We'll use walking as an example. There's a whole lot of muscles that are used when you walk, right? So when you walk, let's say you go shopping, you usually sit around, you go shopping for 5 hours. Your leg's going to be exhausted. They're going to be tired, sore, whatever. But if you're someone who went for walks on a regular basis, mailman, stuff like that, those 4 hours you can walk no problem, right? Because your body adjusts to what the challenge, your body responds to the challenges put upon it. Always, always, always. That's why your muscles grow. That's why you get better endurance. That's why you're able to do things, right? 100-meter run for me and 100-meter run for Usain Bolt, two different things, right? So your body does get used to that. But what you're doing here in the morning is you're doing stretches. In other words, we're trying to improve the movement of the joints and muscles of our body. We're not trying to challenge them. What we want them to do is we want them to get more and more flexible. So you have to do the same motion, right? So we'll use one of these as an example, a nice shoulder stretch, right? If you're really tight in the shoulder, you're only going to be able to come to here. You want to do it repeatedly over and over, and slowly you're going to coax it a little bit further and further, okay? So that's why we're often doing the same thing, and I'm guiding you through it, and I'm saying a lot of the same things. But that's okay, because that's what we have to do in order to improve the joints we're targeting. The only time you're going to change it up is if A, you can't do a movement, or B, you want to try stretching a different area of the body, right? So we're getting the main stuff. There's so many muscles, guys, in the body. It's ridiculous, right? There's adductor muscles. There are abductor muscles, right? There's hip flexors. There's muscles all over your body. So what we're trying to do is get big regions that target groups of muscles. That's what we're trying to do when we do these stretches, so you're not doing it for 3 hours, right? So you don't want it to be here forever. But if there's something you want to target specifically, let me know. There's a comment section. You have our email address. You have our website. Come and send messages and communicate with us and let us know what it is you want to work on, okay? So that being said, I don't see anything fresh in the comments. So here we go. We're going to go top down, start at the top of the head, all the way down to our feet, and then we'll call it a day, all right? So here we go. We're going to start off with the neck. Always the neck, because you wake up in the morning, you're stiff from that pillow. Remember, we're not pulling the chin in. Putting that head, and we're pulling it forward, and you feel it pulling between your shoulder blades. All right? Now don't push your head down. No, don't push your head down. All you're doing is you're lining your head up properly. Gravity, right, will do the rest. Deep breath and relax those muscles. Good. There we go. See, because if you're anything like me, I mean, listen, granted, my head probably weighs 20 pounds. A huge noggin. You know? Now we're going to go to the side, guys. Same thing, right? Same thing. We're not pushing into our ear. We're letting gravity, if you see my shoulders, they don't move, right? So we're letting gravity pull that head to the side. And you're going to feel it all along from the bottom of your ear, down your traps, right across your clavicle into your shoulder blade. There you go. Right in there. Good stuff. Now the other side. So we don't push. We just let the body stretch out. Relax into those stretches. That's it. There we go. Nice. Now we're going to do a little bit more advanced. Okay, so if you have trouble with this one, it's okay. It's a little bit more advanced. So you're going to take your chin and you're going to try to aim for just into your armpit, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to turn it slightly, not all the way. So, right, so you're not going all the way here, coming slightly. And it's like you did coming forward. You're going to bring that forehead down and forward. Good. Just like that. Perfect. Nice. And back. Good. Other side. Remember, guys, this is stuff you can be doing sitting down. Can't really do it lying down because you need gravity on your side. But you can sit. You don't have to do this standing up. Good. Most of these upper body ones, guys, you can do sitting, all right? So we're going to do our shoulder rolls. You love those. You know them. You love them. It's the shoulder rolls. Slowly pull back, up, and forward. Good. We do 5 big ones. Make big circles. 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Now back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Doing great. Good job. See, shoulder rolls are easy. Feel great, don't they? They're kind of like, you get kind of this weird sensation when you're done because you're all tingly. It's like a massage because you're getting all that tightness out, right? Want to do another one? Sure. Forward. Take no time at all. I feel really good. So 4 and 5. We may have done 6. Who knows? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Good job. Whew. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a different one for the shoulder. Okay. So I got so excited I almost toppled over. So this is the one we did in my demonstration earlier. Okay. So we're going to try to stretch out your mid-trapezius right here. Okay. Or sorry, mid-deltoid. Now, what's going to happen is as you pull, what I don't want you to do, if you look at my shoulders when I pull this across, don't lift and pull your shoulder over, right? That defeats the purpose. Your shoulders, you're going to try to keep nice and straight, and you're just going to bring the arm over, and that's going to stretch that muscle, right? If I push my shoulder over, it doesn't stretch the right muscle. So we just get it across. Your shoulder may come up a little bit, but don't worry about that. You're trying to keep it straight. You're focusing on that, and you're relaxing. Good. Perfect. Now the other side. And we go slow. I've had a sore shoulder on this one. I have an old injury on my rotator cuff. And every once in a while it acts up on me. You know, which focus brought me a good idea to remember that, hey, people need to do this. Good, and slow, and release. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to do our chest opener, right? So you remember this one, Rio de Janeiro. Bring the arms back. So now you're getting that pull right across the sternum. And then we're going to create that pull across the top of the clavicle. Okay, here we go. Reach out. Reach. Try to touch those walls. Go. There we go. Nice. And up. Remember, guys, your hand, it's not a pencil stretch. I just have my thumbs touching up here, but whatever's comfortable, right? Because even if you can only come to here, that's okay too, right? Because remember, we're stretching here. So you got to focus on the right things a lot of the time. Don't worry about the hands touching. Worry about feeling that stretch. Be in the moment. Feel those muscles. Yeah, okay, I can feel them stretching, right? You don't need to be all the way up. Right? And by having this, you see how my rib cage is at its maximum, right? And this actually helps your breathing, right? Because what happens is you don't even know that this is happening, but you have muscle connection across here and across here, okay? And then you have the minor. You have pectoral major, pectoral minor, right? So pectoral major goes up here and down here. That's where it connects, okay? And then the minor is underneath that and connects up into the armpit right here. If all of that is tight, it can be hard to breathe because your rib cage doesn't have room to expand. So we got to stretch those out. All right? Perfect. Good. Now, we're going to do a new one, right? A bonus. It's called the butterfly. Well, I call it a butterfly because it's stupid like the posterior flexor. It's stupid. So we'll call it a butterfly. Why? Because your hand's going to be a little bit like a butterfly, right? So as if you're doing this, okay? So here's what you're going to do. I'm going to turn my back to the camera, which is not advised. But you're going to try to bring your elbows together like this. Now, the reason being, if you look at my shoulder blades, watch them come apart. Right? And that's what you want. You want that scapular mobility happening. Right? And that's it, right? So with scapular mobility, what we're doing is taking the scapular shoulder blades, we're separating them. We're just stretching the same as we do here, we're doing it in the back, right? So let's just bring them together. There's a lot of sawdust down here, guys. Whew. Let me tell you. All right. So we'll try it again. Bring the elbows together. I know it's a little bit hard for some of the ladies out there. All right, I get it. You can try to do this a little bit further out, but you're going to have a little less rotation. But try to get those elbows in. All right, as much as we can. If you have to hoist them up, that'll still work. Okay. And just get that shoulder blade to separate as much as you comfortably can. Good. All right, we're going to do our trunk rotations. You know this one, the snake charmers, right? Sorry, guys, I sneezed and now I got to blow my nose. Live television is terrible, isn't it? I know. Very unprofessional of me. I think I just lost my Academy Award. Oh, well. You know what? No, I don't need an award anyway. I do this for you. All right, so we're going to have that trunk rotation. Okay, so we get the arms up, elbows up, because you know the shoulders keep that back straight, right? We don't want to round that back. Perfect. Now we're going to turn ourselves, and we're going to feel the stretch here. And we're going to make sure we don't let the hips move, right? If we get to a point that it starts pulling our hips, then we've gone too far, and we're no longer stretching properly. Right, so we come to where we feel that rotation, and if it's here, then it's here. Don't worry about it. That's your spot. We each have our own spot. And if you do this every day, more and more, like us, you'll get better at it. And we relax now. Good. Other direction. Good. Perfect. That's it. Nice and easy. Okay. Now, the part you've all been waiting for, we're going to work on the lumbar region. I really got to blow my nose. This is bad. I tell you, I think we inhaled so much sawdust I could probably make a board right now. All right. Here we go. So, you know the lumbar. You remember this one? Yes, you do. So, we slight bend, disengage the hamstrings. Keep the hands along the legs, and we support ourselves down to this position, so now my back is still straight. And now we let ourselves relax and come down. In this position, we're just gonna hang. Just good.
Relax those muscles. Very nice. Now we support the shoulders.
And we stand back up. Good job, you guys. Awesome. Let's get a glass of water. Gotta stay hydrated. All right. Want to do another one of those? Sure. Always feels good. Always feels good. All right, here we go. Ready? So, disengage, back straight. We slide down. Now we're supported. Back is straight.
Down we go. And we relax. Nice. Very good. And if you notice, you're going to be a little bit lower than you were last time. No. Up.
And up we go. Perfect. Good job. Very good. Whew. Tuck in those pants. All right. Here we go. We're going to work on the hamstrings, right? We're going to do a little bonus. We're going to work on the glutes and the hip flexors at the end. For now, let's work on the hamstrings, okay? So, again, you know this one. We have to make sure our foot is pointed up, but not too much. We're not pulling it up too much because I don't want to put tension on that knee. Keeping the back straight. So now we've pulled top and bottom, right? And then we bend forward. Now, if you need something to lean on, you can. That's completely fine. But if you notice, it's high. Make sure it's high and close. You don't have to reach. You want to be able to keep that back straight. You don't have to bend down here because that'll disengage the hamstring. Right? So we stay up, we stay straight. Good. And now relax that knee because you're going to get that tension. You're going to get that stretch reflex. Relax it. Good. And we get as deep as we can go. See, there's a couple of ways to get it, guys. You see, you can lean more forward. Or if you're like me, you can squat further down, but you have to be able to do it comfortably, right? You don't want to spend all of your time focusing on standing up, which is why I support you leaning on something. You're supposed to be relaxed into the stretch, not fight it, right? So there we go, back straight. Get my arm out of the way so you can see, right? Back straight, good, right? Slight bend, and that pulls on the top and the bottom. Good. Relax that knee. And that's it. Nice and easy, guys. Nice and easy. I want to show you a little something because someone was asking me a question. So when I do the back stretch, right, when I do this guy, people say, Chris, why don't you, I see everyone stretching out the hamstring in that same way, that similar fashion. So technically, there is a way to do it, okay? But I just want to show you guys a little something. So if ever you try it, you understand what it is you're doing, okay? So because the hamstring is connected up in the back, if I'm going to stretch my hamstrings out by standing, I want to do it with my back straight, right? You're going to feel really, really tight. It's not about keeping the knees straight. It's about the back. Because what's going to happen is if you do this, now I'm keeping my knees straight and I'm stretching out my back, the hamstring is coming all the way down, but I'm getting some extra tension on the knees, right? It's not that it's not doable, right? It's that it's not exactly balanced. So you just got to make sure that you know, because I don't want to feel extra pressure here and none up here because I'm not going to get the benefit up here. Right, so if I'm going to do it, I'm going to try to keep that back straight, right? And now I'm getting the pull up at the top, right? And then you notice, obviously, you're not as flexible, right? But that's okay. So you got to be able to relax that. So if you don't feel it up in the top half, when you're feeling the hamstring is not the knees, the hamstring is this entire section. So that's why the back is important to pull on this side, right? So it's as if I'm bending down and my pants are going to come down. I got to hold my pants up, right? So same idea. You got to pull up on those hamstrings on the top half to get the whole section, okay? So that's why if you're going to do it standing up, let's say you're in a place you don't have enough room, whatever it is, if you're going to do it standing up, make sure you keep that back straight as you come down, okay? And why do I do things like put my hands like this? This is not official position, right? I'm so used to when you dance, you don't know what to do with your hands. So, just a little bit, something to do with my hands. All right, so listen, we're good there. Now we're going to do our calves, ankles, and then a couple of bonuses, all right? So calf stretch, you know very, very well. All right, not too wide so that I'm putting tension on my Achilles tendon. Lean forward, and we stretch out that calf. Again, if you need to hold, no problem. Front, side, as long as your back is straight. If it's down here, a little low chair, no good. Up. And we relax that calf, right? So you feel that calf tightness. The idea is not to push through the tightness. The idea is when you get to the tightness, you go, it's okay, muscle. Don't worry about it. Let it go. We got this. Right? Because your muscles are only reacting. We want to get them to do what they're told. So they react. They're tight. Chill out, muscle. It's all good. And you're going to feel it. Just let go. Nice. And done. Perfect. All right, now for our ankle circles, we're going to do heel up this time. So closed chain, okay? And big intentional circles. 3, 4, and 5. Other way, go big. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very nice. Other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3. I started to sound like the count from Sesame Street. 5 ankle circles. Sorry. I'm in the mood, guys. It's Christmas time. I'm excited. I have way more energy than I should have. Yeah, okay. So here we go. We're going to do a couple of advanced stuff. Now, I would suggest, just for the entrance of ease, you find something to lean up against and maybe grab a towel, okay? Because what we don't want is we don't want you to have to challenge yourself and struggle standing up and not be able to relax the places we're stretching. So here we go, okay? We're going to lean on this. We're going to stand up nice and straight. And we're going to lift our leg. And if you need a towel, that's right about the towel. If you need a towel, and lift our leg, right? We're going to grab underneath the knee. We're going to lift that hip upward. Right? Not in, but up. Good. Now we relax. Good. Nice. And down. Perfect. Other side. Ready? Up. Good. And we relax. And down. Nice. You guys are doing great. That's one bonus out of the way. Okay, next one's gonna really be tricky. So this is like the advanced. Okay? We're going to stretch out our glutes standing up. A little bit difficult. So make sure you're leaning. Make sure your back is straight. Now, you can, for the interest of ease, right, wrap this around your ankle and hold your ankle in this position like this, you see. Good, that's easy. Nice. Now we lean forward. We relax this. If you look, I'm kind of mid-squatting, right? So now I'm getting motion that pulls that tension. You'll see the other angle, how it works on the glute, and I'll be able to show you. But we got to keep that back straight, guys. And why are glute stretches important? Glute stretches are important because everything's connected. That's the problem. If you only do one thing, you're not going to get it all. So, towel around the ankle, right? Leg up here. Whoop. Don't bother looking at the camera. Look straight. Focus on what you're doing. Don't talk like me. All right. So, here we go. Now we're going to keep our back straight. Okay, so if you're going to, you notice my knee is semi-holding up. But what you're going to feel is you're going to feel the stretch right here. And that's where you want to feel it. Right? We keep that back straight. We relax now. There's a lot of nerves that run through there. It's important. But it's not essential as much as the hamstring stretch. So if you can't do these advanced ones yet, that's fine. I like to throw in a little bit bonus for the people who are doing great. We're not on the same stage, so we have to remember that. All right, guys, well, listen, that's it for today. Tomorrow we're going to be back with a little bit more advanced stretching. Again, up here, because wood everywhere right now. And you can see the floor, there's wood everywhere. Yeah, and guys, there's 8 days to Christmas. 8, right? And I know it's going to be tempting. We're going to want to hang out with all of our friends and family and have parties and all that stuff. But you got to be careful, right? Let's not mortgage our future Christmases for this one. We invest now, we have more later, right? We play it safe. We take advantage and enjoy the season as much as we can. Yeah, it's going to be a weird one. That's okay, right? Think about if you traveled. If I got a job in another country, right? And I'm not going to be with my family for Christmas. There's military families that aren't with their families for Christmas. Millions of people are not spending their Christmas with their families. So yeah, it sucks. They don't love it, and we're not going to love it, but we got to do it because the right thing to do. It's not just the right thing to do for us. It's the right thing to do for them. Don't worry about yourself. Worry about them. When you think about this whole situation, guys, don't think about, oh, I can survive this thing. No. Think about what it's going to be like. Trying to comfort someone who you can't be near, your most loved person in the entire world, sitting in a bed, not recovering. That's what COVID is. It's not about you. It's about the people you love. So it's Christmas time. It's all about love at this time of year. So let's protect the people we love, do the right things, work together, band together. We can do it, right? I know you can. I know I'm ready for it. Let's do this, all right? And I'll see you back here, guys, tomorrow. Get out and enjoy that day. It's cold, it's brisk, but damn is it a beaut, all right? And we'll see you here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.